Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the week of December 30th. We are going to jump right in here, Sag. Excuse me. And I'm choking now. But you have this... Sorry about that, Sag. My allergies are acting up today for some reason. But anyway, you have this change for the wind card, change in the wind card, and this milk and honey card. So the change in the wind card just says that there's a change coming in for you, and it looks like a change for the better with the sun card. So there definitely could be improvements. This milk and honey card, it kind of can go both ways. It can be a good card and it can also be a challenge. It's a good card because it can say that you're, enjoying life, basically, or things are going well. It can be a challenge because it can say that you are enjoying life too much. And so it's kind of like a card of overindulgence, right? And again, it just depends. For me as a reader, the way that I read the card is I look at the reading. And so, if you had like the devil, the magician, and like the seven of swords here or something, then maybe I would say that there is, that card, that this card is a challenge is what I'm trying to spit out here, Sagittarius. So, the fact that the cards are very positive, I would just say that you're probably enjoying life in general. You have the Ten of Cups, which is, basically the same thing. You have the Two of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Nine of Wands. The Two of Pentacles is definitely work hard, play hard. And again, with that milk and honey card, I would definitely, practice balance of both things, work and play. And I would make sure that you're balancing the two things out. I feel pretty good about the Two of Pentacles. I feel that you probably are balancing both things out. I think you probably are, creating balance in your life in general. So, again, I don't really see this as a problem for you here, Sagittarius, at all. So there you go. You have the Sun. The Sun is the best card in the tarot. Can bring in a lot of happiness, joy, blessings, peace, just positive energy into your life. So I feel like there could just be a lot of just positive energy coming in for you with the Sun card, and a lot of joy also coming in for you as well. You have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is kind of says don't give up on something that you're doing. The Nine of Wands, he has tried to do something like 8 times, and he's got this one last try here. He is the wounded warrior, and he's been through a lot of challenges and difficulties, but I definitely feel that this reading is saying don't give up, because we go Ten of Cups to the Judgment card. The Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, good things coming in for you. Judgment card can be waking up to your true purpose. We have the Wheel of Fortune, which is your card, Sagittarius, and it can also say that the fortunes are turning in your favor. We go over to the Ten of Pentacles here as well. So I kind of feel this is saying, just don't give up on whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. It really doesn't matter what it is either. I think this is saying, you need to keep pushing. You're very close. With the Two of Pentacles, you have the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups is about being spoiled for choice, having a lot of options. There are good things and bad things in these cups that he is looking at on the Seven of Cups. And I always say with the Seven of Cups that we kind of need to find out. The Seven of Cups says we can't just dream about something. We need to find out what will happen if we actually put the work in and create something in our lives. So if you are, if you have a goal, wish, or dream that you are just imagining, sometimes when we just think about it, we think of all the bad things that could happen and the good things as well. But that kind of makes us confused, and we're not sure what we're going to do. I feel like this card is saying focus, create whatever you're trying to create and make it happen. With the Sun, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel a very resourceful reading. This is a good reading for your finances as well. We have the Ten of Pentacles right here. We go up through the Three of Swords to the Wheel of Fortune. So there could be some sort of improvement, or you could be working to improve your finances just in general, which of course would be a good thing for you. I think that you're hoping for more predictable finances with the Ten of Pentacles, or you're hoping to create more predictable finances or better finances, and that that's kind of the energy I get off of that Ten of Pentacles for sure. With the Nine of Wands, you have the Fool. Yeah, take the risk again. The Nine of Wands, he's giving something one last shot. And the Fool is, kind of about taking a leap of faith. The whole point of the Fool is that he's about to do something and he is taking a risk. The risk he's taking is the risk of looking foolish. So he might look like a fool if he is wrong. And that can definitely be the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups can say that you are fearing being wrong about something, or you're fearing that if things don't go according to plan, then there will be a problem. And so I think that some of you do have to take the risk of, potentially looking foolish, but I would do whatever this is anyway. Next, in the area of what's coming in for you, you have this evil eye card. It says, protect yourself against the evil eye so it doesn't negatively impact your life. You have this entanglement card. It says, if you realize that you're in an entanglement, it may be time to move on or take a break. Yes, definitely. If someone is shooting you bad vibes because you're in some sort of entanglement, then it might be time to let whatever that is go. The funny thing is that you have the death card. So, some of you probably are letting something go. And this row is so positive. I mean, you have the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles in the row. So, I'm not so sure that, I don't think anything really is bad is going to happen. I think you could be transforming past something, or you could be releasing something that has been toxic, and you're just like moving on. You're just moving forward here. I also think that you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. The death card has this banner right here, and there's that white rose on the banner, and the white rose on the death card kind of represents the light at the end of the tunnel. It says that, kind of like the worst is over. You're getting past the difficulty or the challenge, or you're seeing the end of something. And we also have the judgment card here. These people have died, and they're in these coffins, and the coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. And so those people are stepping into a new life. And so I think for a lot of you, this could say you're moving past challenges or difficulties, and you're kind of coming out of that situation. You have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is like fortune after difficulty. So the 10 of Cups can represent kind of like good things happening after a difficult period of time. The 10 of Cups is also a card of choosing happiness. These people, they have these 10 cups above their heads here, and they are standing in the real world. So they still have to deal with all the real world issues and problems and challenges that everyone has to deal with, but they are choosing happiness. And a lot of people have had this message at this time. So, it seems to me like it would be a really good time to, focus on joy or bringing more happiness into the world, even if you aren't happy. That way we can heal the world, or you can heal yourself by doing this. So, I think that would be a good thing. You also have the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles is everything you want and desire. 10 of Pentacles is like inheritance. It can represent building and leaving a legacy as well. So I think for a lot of you that this could be about you improving your finances, or, kind of like working on a big project. The 10 of Pentacles, it forms the tree of life on this card. And the 10 of Pentacles says that you could be building something that supports you for a very long period of time. And I think a lot of people could be thinking about this right now, like building, businesses or careers or whatever that can support them for the long haul. And so, I kind of look at the 10 of Pentacles as ultimate security. These people on the card have created this security for themselves. And I feel that a lot of you are just trying to create more security in your life. With the Death card, you have the Page of Wands, Page of Wands is about going on an adventure. And, Mercury is finally moving forward in your sign, Sagittarius. So I think that a lot of you could be, moving forward. You could be feeling like you want to go on an adventure or do something new. And, yeah, I think it'll be really good for you. With the 10 of Cups, you have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is really good. 6 of Wands can represent a victory or success. You also have the Sun here, and so, all of this can represent a lot of attention. And I feel like a lot of you could be getting a lot of attention in life in general, or you could be standing out in some way. The 6 of Wands is definitely an energy of standing out or getting attention, so I think a lot of you could be standing out in life. The 6 of Wands, so, if you're not standing out, it is a card that says you need to stand out, or you need to do something to get attention, so I definitely would encourage you to do that with that card as well. With the 10 of Pentacles, you have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, something is like dead, done, over with in your life. And, with the Judgment card, the Death card, I think a lot of you could be going through a major transformation. I personally like the 10 of Swords because he's making this symbol right here with his hands, that it's the same symbol the Hierophant is making, and it represents a blessing in disguise. And you end with the Hierophant. So some of you, I feel, have experienced a loss, which we've been talking about for months, literally, for you, Sagittarius, right? We've been talking about how there maybe some of you have lost a job or something else in your life. And, in this reading, I think at the end of the year, especially with the Hierophant, you could be seeing how some sort of loss was actually a blessing in disguise, or you could be kind of ready to just move past some sort of loss that you have experienced. And I do think moving past it is going to improve your life. Next, in the area of messages from your future self, you have this gratitude card and this compassion card. I think that gratitude, of course, is one of the better energies for manifestation. So if you're trying to manifest anything, now would be a good time to express gratitude for what you have. With compassion, I think you need to be compassionate to yourself. Like you need to be, you need to care for yourself, right, at this time. And I kind of feel that's what this is saying. I feel like the whole reading is kind of saying that just in general. You have the Judgment card, the Three of Swords, and the King of Cups. The Judgment card, these people are rising up out of these coffins. The coffin represents their old life. Outside the coffin represents their new life. So I feel for a lot of you that this could represent stepping into a new life or, stepping into a new time and, answering the call. I think a lot of you are discovering your purpose. The Judgment card can represent discovering your purpose, but I personally, I don't always read it that way. I don't think that it's like the only thing that the card talks about, just in general. But I am definitely getting something about your purpose or having discovered what your purpose is, and it could be through challenges. Like I feel like encouraging you to look at the challenges that you've experienced all this year. Especially if it's been like a collection of challenges. It's like maybe the past 5 years, right? From I'm talking about like 2023 and back. It's like you experience challenges, but it's like maybe it was like a different challenge each year, and then it's like we hit 2024 and it's almost like there was a collection of challenges for you, Sagittarius. This is like what I'm seeing in my head. And, I think the Judgment card is encouraging you to look at those challenges because, there might be like information in what you went through that could help you kind of like shape your future. And, I don't know, I kind of feel like that's what your readings have really been about. It's like you are shaping your future or kind of recreating your future and making it something that you actually want. You have the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is all about forgiveness and healing. And again, you have that compassion card. So with the Three of Swords, we don't have to forgive a person directly or a situation. It doesn't even have to be a person, but we just have to forgive them in our heart. And then that's how we remove these swords from our heart, and then we can set ourselves free. So the Three of Swords is all about setting yourself free through forgiveness, and I definitely feel it is a good time for forgiveness. And it's the end of the year, right? So it might be just a good time to have a fresh start by forgiving the past. You have the King of Cups. A lot of people have had these emotional cards. The King of Cups is an emotional card because he is sitting in the deep ocean, and the King of Cups says you have to look at your emotions and you have to explore them. The point of the King of Cups is that he is sitting in these choppy waters, but he is perfectly fine. And the reason that he is perfectly fine is because he has explored his emotions. He understands how he feels about everything that he's been through. And so he isn't all worried or bent out of shape about like whatever's going on in his life. He's just perfectly fine. And so I think that, it would be a good time for a lot of you to kind of like explore how you feel about things or explore, explore your emotions around situations in your life, and then, discover how you feel, process the emotions, and then move forward. So the King of Cups is all about kind of like processing emotions or your feelings. With the Judgment card, you have the Queen of Swords here. I thought you had the King of Swords. I'm making that up, apparently. But the Queen of Swords is about seeing things clearly for the first time. She only has clouds halfway up her body. So she can see her future more clearly, which is a good thing. I also kind of get this feeling, Sagittarius, that you are... it's almost like you are being more open or something, which is good. I think that maybe moving forward into 2025 that you might find yourself being more open to like new ideas or differences or, different ways of doing things. And again, I think all of that would be good for you. With the Three of Swords, you have the Two of Swords. Two of Swords is like this or that thinking. And Two of Swords just says we have to be open to different ways of doing things. She has this new island behind her, and that new island behind her represents a new opportunity or a different way of doing things in her life. And so the Two of Swords is all about opening up to different ways of doing things. With the King of Cups, you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment or just fulfillment in general. And again, processing our emotions, discovering how we feel about things, and then also looking for ways to create fulfillment that's how we get into fulfillment is by finding things that give us fulfillment, right? So, I'm a big believer in, finding hobbies and finding things that you enjoy doing and making time to do those things and not just like work and all that other stuff. Because like when we are fulfilled, when we're doing something that we enjoy, whether it's like spending time with people or places or, doing our hobbies, that is the energy that really attracts things to us. So, I'm a big believer in finding the things that make you happy. Next, in the area of the good stuff, you have this panther spirit. It says reclaim your power. You have this horse spirit. It says freedom is yours. Love it. Definitely could be reclaiming your power and also finding more freedom. I think all of that would be really good for you here, Sagittarius. You have the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Cups. The Wheel of Fortune, of course, is your card. Whenever you show up as yourself, it puts you in a position of power and strength and really allows you to get what you want from the reading. So again, I feel like you're showing up in a very strong position here, Sag, and you could really be kind of like standing out at this time. I also feel the Wheel of Fortune is, it's kind of funny because I get like a little bit of an energy of control. It's almost like to me, you feel like you are more in control of your destiny or whatever's going on in your life, right? And I think that is, of course, a good thing, whenever you feel more in control. You have the Hierophant. The Hierophant is a card of blessings. He is blessing these two people in front of him, and they are receiving his blessings. So with the Judgment card, the Wheel of Fortune, you could feel like your fortunes are turning in your favor. On a very simple level, it kind of feels to me like you feel that the universe is being more fair to you, which, of course, that would be a good thing. So I like that. And that it could just be that simple. Like I said, with this energy that you could just feel like the universe is being more fair or being more open or, allowing you to get what you want from the reading. So of course that's a good thing. You have the Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups can be a knight in shining armor. There is a little bit of love here, but I really feel like this reading is all about you. I feel like you are processing emotions. I feel like you're kind of, setting yourself free, focusing on your own fulfillment. And the Knight of Cups can represent a dream. He is standing in the desert, but all he needs to do is plant seeds in front of this water and they will grow. So I always, yes, this could be love. And I definitely feel, there's love available to you if you want it, Sagittarius. I'm just saying, I think the main focus of the reading is you. I feel like the main focus is you kind of getting out of some sort of slump that you've been in. And, I think to do that you need to focus on your own happiness. You need to find things that make you happy and do more of those things. And I also think that like working towards something like an accomplishment would be a good idea as well. And if you aren't feeling accomplished, I always tell people there's no shame in accomplishing something small, right? So I always tell people like, I was there. I was stuck for 4.5 years of my life. I was miserable in my room doing nothing. And it's like I had to start super, super small with my accomplishments to like build up the confidence to accomplish bigger things. So there is no shame in, accomplishing even like the time. If that means getting out of bed and brushing your hair is the accomplishment, great, do it. I'm a big fan of those tiny little steps, right? So, I kind of get that energy that this is talking about nurturing something for whatever reason. That's what's popping into my head. And maybe you need to nurture those small wins, right? And that's what I would do with that card. With the Wheel of Fortune, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is stability. I do think that you have been looking for financial stability or you've been trying to create more financial stability. And I feel like you are. So, really good. With the Hierophant, you have the Four Wands. Yeah, if you do want love, again, there definitely could be a person here. It could be a water sign or it could just be a person who's very connected emotionally. But I think that you are maybe looking for a connection for some of you, and it could lead to marriage in the future. The Four of Wands is also a card of freedom, so a lot of you could be setting yourselves free as well. With the Knight of Cups, you have the Empress. Yep, really good. Empress is like total abundance, total success. It's funny that I said the word nurture on the Knight of Cups because the Empress is all about nurturing something into existence. She is the card of nurturing and really nurturing something into existence. So exactly what I said. You have this Torch card. It says spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. We do see some spiritual development here. Death to Judgment and the King of Cups as well. King of Cups is more emotional development, but those two things can be connected, like your emotions with spiritual development. I think those two things are very similar. So again, I think a lot of you have been doing a lot of development. You have this May card, and I always clarify these people cards or the monthly cards, and you have this man. It says dealings with relationships with a man. Some of you could be meeting a person. Doesn't have to be a man. Again, I'm reading for a bunch of you. It could just be a person that you're meeting in the month of May of 2025, obviously. You have this younger man card. It says dealings with relationships with a younger man. You have this purse card. It says pay attention to your finances. Yeah, I would definitely pay attention to I think everybody needs to pay attention to your finances. I don't care if you win the lottery. I don't care if you have $1 billion in your bank account, whatever it is. I would pay attention to your finances. I think that, we all just need to pay attention. You have this bouquet. It says compliments from an admirer. So again, even though this reading is all about you, there definitely could be a strong connection that's showing up as well. And finally, you have this cobweb. It says protected from negative forces beyond your control. So didn't I say something about protection earlier? Or I'm not sure, but I think you are protected at this time as well. But really good reading here, Sag. I like it. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.